I'm excited because today I'm going to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. I have never been here before. It is kind of rare that I get to go to a new park, so I'm really excited for that. Can't wait to check out Iron Rattler, Wonder Woman, Superman, and all the other great rides here, and just wander around a park I've never been to. So in this video, we're going to show you off all the rides, the roller coaster, everything there is to do here at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. Let's go check things out. Let's kick off the tour with the park's newest roller coaster, the Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster. Now, Wonder Woman is being marketed as the world's first single rail roller coaster, and it's the first ever Raptor track by the guys over at RMC, and I love this ride. I think it's fantastic. It is smooth, it is fast, it is intense. Obviously, the big drawback is that it is short, and there you go, 100-foot first drop straight down, and the thing just flies. Completely flies. Huge fan. I totally am fine if Six Flags decides to build these absolutely everywhere. Fine by me. Super, super cool. I also love the location they put in over this little lake area. A couple of drawbacks to this is, one, it is low capacity, 8 people per vehicle. They do a good job. They dispatch trains about once every minute, but that is a very, very long ride. Those people will probably be in line for, you know, an hour and a half, I would say. And it's hot here in Texas. So the capacity and the length of the ride, it's not a very long ride. You know, once you drop off the lift, it's maybe 45 seconds, but it's awesome. If you come here, definitely, this has to be the first ride you go to. And if you're a Flash Pass person, unfortunately with the Flash Pass system, it's only a single use. So I would definitely get here, rope drop, and head right to Wonder Woman. While not an air-conditioned queue we'd all want in the Texas heat, it's significantly better than most rides here at Six Flags. Love the fire effect and the Wonder Woman statue. Pretty neat for a Six Flags ride as far as themed queues. The second ride I want to show you guys, my favorite ride in the park, the Iron Rattler. Take a look at the Iron Rattler. I love this ride. It got a real slow crawl at the top of the lift, and then the first drop is awesome. It's one of these roller coasters here that uses that quarry wall, and it is good. Big giant drop, super fast ride. Not an easy ride to get pictures or video of. So for my job here, it's not the easiest, but it's great. I would say it's probably not the best RMC, but it's probably the prettiest RMC we have here in the States. I liked it a lot. You know, this is totally my favorite ride in the park. I love anything like, I've been on 530 something roller coasters, so to get on something that uses the quarry wall like this is really different. And it ends, I can't see it because it's behind that tree, but you go in a tunnel in the quarry, so this ride's fantastic. So I love the trains for Iron Rattler. Giant snake on the front, and also on the back, the Rattletail. Next ride I want to show off is Batman the Ride. And Batman the Ride has this really interesting entrance. First of all, it's in this facade with all these like kind of shops and games. But then when you walk in, it's kind of neat. Theming, not something you normally get at the old Six Flags. And it's not really in the queue section. The queue starts later. And really cool, it doesn't come across well on the camera, but it's like a hologram effect here. We continue through the building a little bit. And then boom, we are met with the Batmobile. Now, this Batmobile, it's a little weird looking, as I'm not sure, this is definitely not a Batman from a Batman movie, right? Like it looks like a souped up Batmobile, like if they took the shell of it from one of the movies and then added a whole bunch of stuff. And then you go on the ride over there. So Batman the Ride is pretty nuts. This was the first ever 4D free spin by the guys over at SNS. And you ride on the outside of the cars, you can ride forwards, backwards, and you flip. I feel like I've been on a couple of these, and I feel like I flipped a lot more on this one than I did on some of the other ones. And it's a completely out of control experience. You're upside down, you're right side up, spin, 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 flip, flip, flip. You don't really know which way is up and where you are. So if you're looking for probably the wildest coaster here, it's got to be Batman. So these rides always kind of freak me out, and that is the Sky Screamer, which is a Starflyer ride. They don't have one of those super tall models here at Fiesta, Texas. Probably the little over 200 feet, but I like where it's placed. It's placed right next to the quarry, so you get a cool view from the top. So So this big bad roller coaster here, this is the Superman Krypton coaster. It's a B&M floorless looping coaster, and I absolutely love it. And I love it because it uses the quarry wall more than I think any of the other coasters here. Maybe Iron Rattler and this are very, very close. But you go all the way up there, you get a scenic view on top of the quarry, and then you drop down right next to the quarry wall. Really great visuals there. You loop up right next to Superman. And it's fun. It's got all your standard B&M floorless elements. If you're curious what's on top of the quarry wall, it's like expensive apartments and a shopping mall. But I like this ride a lot. It's probably my second favorite ride in the park, and it's also probably my favorite of the B&M floorless coasters. Very solid. Definitely not to miss this ride. I absolutely love their log flume here. It's Bugs Bunny's Whitewater Rapids, and it's got all these different character vignettes throughout the ride, and it's really cool. I like it quite a bit. You know, big waterfall feature there. It also looks like you have kind of a roller coaster drop. Yep, it's totally a roller coaster drop. Goes down, comes back up. Love it. Wow, 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 wow. Check out the entrance to the log flume in a very Disney-esque castle. This is fantastic. And there goes Poltergeist, that big twisted ball of track. And I actually thought this ride was running really well. I rode Flight of Fear a couple weeks ago at Kings Island, and it was not running well. And that's the same model, just this one is indoors and that one was outdoors. But I thought this ride was really fun. It's so incredibly twisted, and there is just so much roller coaster track in that one tiny little area. I will say, I'm not sure if this is normal here, but it's only running one train today. I'm not sure if it normally runs one or sometimes it runs two, but it's got a very long, very slow line. I hit this one early on in the morning, and I was very happy I did. So I do love that the station for Poltergeist is set up like an old haunted house. The launch tube as well. No real theming on the inside, but on the outside it looks good. Gully Washer is the park's River Rapids ride with a super fun name. And it's a really long ride too. It goes way back in the park. Also, it's from what I've seen from people coming off, some people get soaked and some people don't. So it's kind of one of the luck of the draw River Rapids. Goliath right here is the next ride up. Wonderful little Aztec type fountain you pass on the way to it. And here goes Goliath, and it's going to get loud. Goliath is a B&M inverted coaster. If you've ever been to any other Six Flags park, it is Batman the ride. Here it is named Goliath. Good ride, kind of awkwardly placed. It's literally like right next to the front gate and kind of in the parking lot in that area. But a fun ride, running smooth. I love the color scheme. I'm not sure if this has been repainted recently, but it looks great on the color scheme. And you know, it's a fun layout. Here's a little bit better shot of Goliath from the old parking lot here. So the defining feature of Six Flags Fiesta Texas, besides the roller coasters and stuff like that, is the fact that it's built on an old quarry wall. The park also has a railroad that goes around the park, but you know, this is something cool. It's something I've really never seen in any theme park anywhere with the whole the quarry rock wall thing, and it makes for a very scenic and pretty park. Also want to throw in there real quick with the train. The train stays open during weather closures, so if a lot of the other rides close down in the park, go to the train, it'll probably be open. Without a doubt, my favorite flat ride here at Fiesta Texas is the Hustler, which is this wonderful pool ball, like a pool table themed like Tubs of Fun style ride. It's just awesome. I mean, the theming level is really, really cool. It looks great. I wouldn't ride it as it's 1,000,000 degrees and it looks like it would get you very sick, but it's just so much fun. Let's take a walk around the Fiesta Bay Boardwalk section of the park. And one thing I like about Six Flags Fiesta Texas is when you enter a new theme land, the groundwork changes. So the Fiesta Bay Boardwalk obviously is a boardwalk. You know, Rockville is like a street, so that's asphalt. And then I think you're in Sposburg, you've got like a cobblestone kind of things. So Fiesta Bay Boardwalk is kind of their flat rides area. If you're somebody that likes going on spinny rides, this area is probably going to be for you. Also home to the park's big Ferris wheel named the Crow's Nest. Unfortunately, one thing they're not home to right now is a dark ride, This was where they had their old Scooby-Doo dark ride that shut down this past January, I believe, being transformed into something called Pirates of the Deep Sea, an original concept. And the house on the outside looks great. You can see the sort of some pirate theming up there. Wave Runner's the Park Scrambler ride. They've got a newer format of Tilt-A-Whirl over there with the flashy lights. Johnny Rockets, always a long line. No matter which Six Flags you go to, the Johnny Rockets always tend to have a long line. And normally I don't like eating the food like that in the park. I always like to get the unique food. So you wouldn't find me at Johnny Rockets. Hurricane Force 5 is a disco. Always fun rides there. Alright, then the highlight of this section, since the dark ride is not open, is Pandemonium, which is a spinning wild mouse coaster. A couple things about this. Love that it's so close to the quarry wall, so it's one of the prettier spinning wild mouses. And weird rules with this one. Most of the time you have to put your personal belongings in a cubby or something like that. On Pandemonium, you take everything with you. So I rode a spinning roller coaster while grasping my all-season drink cup. Interesting stuff there. I've also got a couple of things down here as I try to walk down the stairs without dropping the camera and stumbling. There's some pay extra go-karts. And then on the far side, closed today, unfortunately, the Larson Looper named Fireball. So you get this sign out in front of what will be the Pirates of the Deep Sea attraction. Wanted for the act of piracy, and then it's got a phone number, and knowing this park, I'm sure if you call that phone number, you probably get a voicemail of some type. It's a cool teaser sign for the coming attraction. That big drop tower is called Scream. It's an SNS tower. I believe it runs in combo mode, which is really cool. So you blast up first, and then after you blast up, it'll take you up like these people are doing here, nice and slow before it blasts you down. These rides are fun. I love when they run it in combo mode. It gives you more of a ride than just your normal blast up or shoot down mode. And wait for it, there it goes.